From there, after that, for anybody here.
Yes, I know Ugochi tubelu. What's on my oraifite? Ọdịnala bụ eziokwu, ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ. Ị ma na o nwere olu na-eti mkpu na-asị, ụmụ Igbo chigharịa, ụmụ Igbo chigharịa. Kwa mbọsị ọ na-eti, n'ụtụtụ na abalị ọ nọ na nkụzi. Eze-Ana, Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'ihu. Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu, onye mmanye jere m ọnụ. Ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'ihu. Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'ihu. Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu, onye mmanye jere m ọnụ. Ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'ihu. Eze-Ana ga-adị, Ugochi tubelu ga-adị, Ugochi tubelu tampon ọ ya adị. Maka na eziokwu anwa jaja, ndị okenye dịka anyị fọdụ mba gị, ndị ochie nye anyị fọdụ mba gị. Fọdụ esikala aka ụgọrị ụmụ Igbo si anyị rapụ nke anyị na nke fa ka mma. Buru Baịbụl bịa, akụkọ mepekwa chọọchị fa, obodo ụka agakwa.
Ụtụtụ ọma na ụmụ ọdịnala Igbo, abịakwa m n'oge awa nke eziokwu nke ọ bụ mụ nwa bụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu na-anọ n'isi ya. Oge awa nke eziokwu bụ oge anyị ji awa eziokwu niile agba. Isiokwu anyị ji bịa n'ụbọchị taa bụ Signs of a Called One. Signs of a Called One. Ejiri mara onye a kpọrọ ọrụ. Part 1. Maka ndị ọpụta abụ izizi ha na-afụ m na soshal midia. Afọ echichi mbụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu na oraifite. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi tubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi. Abụrụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Prayer Ministry. Bụrụkwazi onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me an ordinary evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. Before going forward, let me give you an important announcement. Our monthly ritual is still ongoing. People that normally follow us month to month understand how things work and the process. But for you, a newcomer, if you want to join us in this group sacrifice, monthly group sacrifice, what you will do is for their 3 prayer requests, make donation token to the account number. Then send message that you want to join to 0813. I repeat, 0813 8243 871. I repeat, 0813 8243 871. You can call or you can send message on the number. Then if all their 3 prayer requests, make donation to the account number. Now we send to you the information we want you to submit to us so that we'll be able to book your prayer requests and place your prayer request in the altar for August ritual. If you want to join, you must book before 1st of August because that ritual, monthly ritual of August will start on the 1st. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. Distance is not a barrier. Yes, as long as you are under this planet Earth, you are covered. Then, let's continue with our today's topic. Like I said, today's topic is signs of a cold one. Ihe ọ ga-abụ ọ bụrụ na ọ na-eme n'ime ndụ gị, ị marụ na akpọrọ ọrụ, that you're choosing one. Permit me, I will be missing it with Igbo and English. Why? Because we have greater number of our audience are Igbos. So for that reason, it will favor Igbos more. Now, like I said, today's topic, if you want to watch today's topic later today, or after listening to this program on our TV, Ezioku TV, go to my YouTube channel, Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi oraifite, to rewatch it. Yes. Now, if you want to be showing any of our program or our Nollywood movies on your channel, you say contact us 0813-8243-871. Then who is a called one? A called one, every human being on earth is called in our own little ways. However, some people are called to be the life wire, the priest from their household. There is division of labor. The way our earthly governance, we have councillors, right? We have local government chairman. We have House of Rep, House of Assembly. We have Mr. Governor. We have PAMSEC from all the ministry and parastatals of government, federal government. Yes, we have Secretary to the Federation. We have ministers. Then we have Mr. President. So from that ministers, Federal Republic Secretary, now are cadres of office and powers. The same thing is what happened in our calling. So as a father, you are the spiritual head, you are the priest of your household. That one is a call. Or for you to even exist in this gross material world is a call. Call to duty. There is a reason why the Almighty, in His infinite mercy, permitted you to be here. Yes. Like I told you before, let me digress a little for you to understand where I'm coming from. I told you that human spirits, the day I teach concerning the reincarnation, I told you that if I ask you to tell me where you were last 200 years, 300 years, you cannot explain. You know why? You are conscious of who you are. From time immemorial, from their existence, no human being on earth here is here for the first time. Yes. So, the Almighty, in His infinite mercy, permitted you as a spirit jam when you are in the spiritual realm, where spirit of man originated from. Yes, we are not animistic, we are not animals, we are higher animals, according to science. Now we are superior than animistics because we have spirit. And the spirit doesn't die. Yes. The highest thing that can happen to any human spirit is to face total annihilation and expunging you from the book of life. That is called the onwe, the everlasting life, total, the everlasting death, the total damnation. That's what the Bible is talking about, of expunging you, your name from the book of life. That is the highest punishment that can happen to any human spirit. Yeah, it no longer exists anywhere in entire creation. That is what the Christian people have in mind by saying there is a hell where you burn with fire, lake of fire. But I can tell you that word hell is in the Nanini. I don't know how to put it for you to understand the grave. Yes, we were told that Jesus died and descended into hell. You can see that hell is not a burning place or lake of fire. It's not a burning lake of fire. But what I want to tell you is this. That one is another teaching for another day. But what I want to tell you now, why I digress a little for you to understand, that when you are in the spiritual realm, it doesn't know who you are. And for the fact that you are unconscious of who you are, it doesn't even know that you exist. Therefore, you will not be able to contribute to your quota towards furthering creation. So God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, thought it wise to send human spirits to Kura region, where we'll be conscious of who we are. We'll be able to develop and mature. And when we mature, we become saints. Our culture called them and our ancestors, where you will be contributing meaningfully for the development of the entire creation. Now, that is the highest point. That is the paradise. When you become a saint, when you become an Ndichie, that is the highest perfection every human spirit we can reach. Now, when you perfect yourself, you go back to the spiritual realm as an Ichie, where you will be able to contribute your quota towards furthering creation. Now, you cease to reincarnate. Now, if you still want to know more about this, go watch my topic concerning reincarnation. Now, let's continue with what we are saying. What I'm saying is that there's a mission why you are here on earth. And because of that mission and what you were supposed to experience, that's one of the reasons why you were sent to that family you were born. If you are meant to experience kind of struggle before you make it in life, you will be born in a family that will make it possible for you to undergo those stress. I can tell you that some people on earth here are born with silver spoon. They have not tested anything hardship in their entire life. It's the creation that made it so, because of karma, that warranted it that now they need to be here and they perform their earthly experiences from rich background. And there's a duty, called to duty, expected of him to perform for the fact that he came from a rich background. There is something, experiences he will witness that will be different from you that was born from humble background. The mission and the experiences differ. You understand? So it's not a mistake that you are born. But I can tell you, the way you handle whatever you're experiencing now determine what your future will be like. So what I'm telling you is that you are called for a mission. So whatever and whichever condition you are born, handle it with joy. I can tell you, if there is no challenge, there won't be champion. You must face the challenge and your head will remain up. Because that experiencing you are experiencing now will make you a better human being that will help you to pass this test. Because without any test, there won't be any testimony. If you are born in a home with humble background, what you are experiencing is different from child of a billionaire. If you are some certain things you experience in life, he will be thinking, is this possible? Can somebody survive in such situation? Yes, because he is not meant to experience such. You will not understand what others are passing through unless if you have been in the the same situation. If not, like people are talking about heartbreaking. If you have not been the person that experienced it, believe in me, you will not understand it the way it should be. It might have phantom idea, just faint idea, but not as much as the person that have experienced it himself. So that you are here is your call. Yes. Now your calling might be to be the breadwinner of your family alone. Your call might be to be a kind of inspiration to others. Your call might be to be a father, a worthy father to your children. So your calling might limit only to your household. Yes. And you will be given what it takes for you to be able to do it. God, in His infinite mercy, gives each and every one of us enough thing, talent, vision, knowledge to overdo, subdue whatever we are passing through. But the way you use it will determine whether you come out victoriously. So what am I saying? That whatever challenges you are having now is not beyond you. But I can tell you never to give up. Giving up is coward act. I took my time to understudy successful people on earth, and I found out that some certain things that are very common. You know why? You know what is that? The thing is that they never give up. I remember Bishop Fruit Shane says, and I quote, "Hard time never lasts, but hard people do last." Yes, you can never solve your problem by hating yourself or by regretting or decide to take your life. That is coward act. Because if you reincarnate again, it starts where you stop. Because this life is like school. If you pass primary 2, you enter primary 3. If you don't pass, you repeat class. So if anybody is telling you that you have suffered so much that you want to take your life and end it, who told you that you are ending your anything? You are not ending anything. He just ran away. You are a runaway soldier. If you reincarnate again, it start where you stop. So never you think about taking your life. So what I'm telling you that you're a cold one. Yes, you are called to be an inspiration to people, generation, people looking at you, looking up to you. I can tell you, there are some people that are looking up to you. Could be your children, could be your wife, could be your mother, could be your relatives. They are all looking up. It could be a relative. So when you took your life as a coward, you know that you must have disappointed them. Yes, every human being is called for one reason or the other. So what am I saying? For the fact that you are called, try and never give up. For the fact that you have suffered so much, I can tell you that there's somebody somewhere that have suffered what you are suffering now. And today, the person have made it. So what is important according to my research is consistency. Never giving it up. Yes. Believe that if somebody can achieve something good, that you will achieve. But you know why you normally fail? That you don't understand that you are a called one. You refuse out of your own ignorance to create time for spiritual meditation, for your spiritual exercise, to be asking yourself in order to get innovation, inspiration. Because it's in those inspiration and vision that we put into practice. It will make you to be getting better and better and better and meaningful, useful to your existence, and even to your environment. And believe me, once you are doing what is expected of you, the people around you will feel your presence. So what am I saying? What I'm telling you is that this. Make sure you understand that you are called one. Yes, you are called to be a breadwinner of your family. You are called to be a role model to some people who are looking up to you. You are called one. Yes, we understand that some people are given more responsibility. Some people are called to be the priest and leader of their various homes. Yes. Some people are called to be the archangel for the spiritual head and the prophet of their own clan. Some people are called to be the spiritual head, the leader of their own village, the same thing to their own town. And some people are called to be leader of their own country as a leader. Remember, some people are called to be priests. Yes, work of priest is different from work of a leader. Yes, a priest can be a spiritual leader, but earthly governance, leadership, monarch is calling to. Don't you know? Yes, that some people are poor rulers. They are not the spiritual heads. They are not the archangel of us. They are not the priests. No, they are not the priests, but they are rulers and kings and queens. It's God. Everything is God that determines everything. Before you were born, let me tell you what happened to the family of Jesse. Jesse is Israel, the father of David. A prophet was sent to his house to go and anoint one of his child that has been chosen when even before he was born. Guess who the person is? Little David. He went to the man's house, said, Mr. Jesse, you are blessed. I was sent by Almighty Father to come and anoint one of your sons. And I said, really? Okay. He brought out his first son, Benjamin. After this, he said, no, this is not the person. Because the person, there is, see this sparkling light that's supposed to come out of that person if the person is the chosen one. The man brought all his children, grown-up children, and none of them carries this spark of stars that identify a genius and a leader of that magnitude, a king. Now, after looking at all his children, he now says, Mr. Jesse, is that all your children, male children? He said, it is all except one small child that went to go and take care of my sheep. He said, go and bring him. His father Jesse sent for David, little David. And immediately the prophet saw David. He said, yes, he now saw that spark. He said, this is the king. Now anoint David. You understand? So it's God that anoints. That's what the prophet did, is earthly proclamation. Proclaiming. That's what the prophet did. Young David had already had the spark in him. Yes. What the prophet did is just to activate that spark that is already in him as a leader. Remember what happened to, we are told at River Jordan, where the rabbi, Jesus, was baptized by another spiritual leader, John the Baptist. He activated what he did in that water, Jordan, River Jordan, that time, is to activate that the spiritual strength in him as a rabbi, in order for him to start his mission. Immediately John baptized him. He activated the inner spirit, and the bandage fall for him to discover that he was sent to be a blessing and a rabbi to his people. So what am I saying? If you are called, a call, like I said, calling differ from person to person. Some people are called to be the priest of their household. Some are called to be there for their village, clan. And there are some that are called to be a leader and a prophet of their race, the entire race, black race. Some are called to be the universal prophet. Yes. So when you are called and you need somebody to proclaim and activate that your inner power, someone superior than you, as in onye bụ mmadụ ụzọ sibe ite na aka ya enwe mkpọmkpọ ite na mkpọpọ, the person need to perform some certain things I call mentorship. Yes. Remember the way Elijah, okay, let me start from Moses. Moses mentored Aaron. Moses was a stammerer. So, and Moses was advised to mentor Aaron, who can speak fluently. Yes. During the time of Aaron, Elijah was mentored and raised. Yes. Then that time, Elijah later coached Elisha. Even when Jesus was there, John the Baptist has his own followers, disciples. When Jesus himself came, he has 12 apostles and 72 disciples. He mentored them. Every rabbi, every teacher, every called one has what it takes to mentor others, because they are all called ones. So what am I saying? If you are called one, you must do some certain needful in order for you to activate it. And someone superior than you have to activate it. Yes, someone superior than you have to activate it. That is what we call mentoring. In our Igbo culture here, we call it Igbo Sawu. When you are called one, some people are all over social media doing what they don't really understand. Even if you are called, yes, there is no doubt. Even if you are called, there is some sign you will be getting for you to know that you are called. Now, even if you are called, someone must let you know. And there's someone that will guide you. So sign you will be saying for you to know you are called one. And please, if you are called one, try to do what I call, or Igbo call, Igbo Sawu. Igbo Sawu is a state of mentoring you by teaching. And what have you? You must be taught, must be guided for somebody that knows it better than you. Yes, it cannot just fall and start doing spiritual work. If not, what you'll be doing is try and error. And by using people to do try and error, you are destroying yourself. You are destroying your future. So what am I saying? Pay attention to your calling. If you are called, you will be informed through various ways. Yes, various ways. It's either you receive the message directly, maybe clairvoyance method, or you had a voice clearly. Yes, and whenever you have a call directly, you might be directed to somebody for the person to put you in the proper shape. Now, or you might get the message through prophecy or about Ogbuefi. It's either maybe a spiritualist have done some consultation for you and find out that you are called and giving you that message that you are called. It could be in form of church, a prophet giving you the message, or a spiritualist giving you the message. It doesn't matter who give you the message. But maybe you go to ordinary after consulting after the and the thing was prophesied to you. Onye akpọrọ ọrụ bụ onye akpọrọ ọrụ. A called one remains a called one. Yes, a called one remains a called one. Ọ bụrụ na akpọ gị ọrụ, what will you do? Akpọ gị ọrụ maybe to help people live better life. They must have fortified you with what you will use and with the spiritual power you needed to be of great help, of great benefit to people. So if they are called and you don't want to do the work, yes, there are some certain things you can be doing, but the spirit will not like to hear, I will not do it. But actually, you can do what we call a kwemagu. A kwemagu is that I've accepted to this work, but please give me more time. Let me get myself prepared. They will understand, they will accept it. Yes. Now let me give you an example. There are so many ways you will know that you are called. Let me use Samuel for example. Samuel bụ nwa ayọtara Chukwu n'ayịyọ. And before that child was given to her mother had already made a vow to God that if he will answer his prayers and give him a child, that he will eventually dedicate that child to the service of the Most High. Remember, Anna is wife to Elkanah. Elkanah is a priest. He has 2 wives. Yes, the first wife and her children. And this second wife called Anna. The husband loved this second wife so much. So, because he tried for this second wife to have a child for him. And then this annual festival, they normally go annually, called Shiloh. They went for that festival called Shiloh, annual festival. And they met higher priest. Remember, they met higher priest called Eli. Then, during the time of prayers, Anna went to the temple and started praying, murmuring, some kind of. And the high priest, Eli, from afar, saw Anna murmuring, talking to herself and everything, moving her mind. And I said, Anna, what is your problem? Have you started drinking? And I said, no, my Lord. I wasn't drunk. That I'm bitter. I'm pouring my heart before the throne of grace, the temple, begging God to bless me with fruit of the womb. That his response will touch Eli so much. Eli now said, go in peace. May the God, the Most High God, grant your heart desires. And eventually she went home with her husband and slept with her husband. He now got pregnant. And behold, he put to bed a baby boy. And he called the boy Samuel, meaning yes, meaning a child that was given to me in prayers by God. Now, when this small Samuel become of age, he took me back to the temple to be mentored by high priest. Yes, when Samuel was growing in the temple, one day Samuel had a voice Samuel, knowing fully well it's only him and the high priest, the Eli, is in the temple. He ran to Eli, my priest, my Lord, did you call me? Samuel said, no, Samuel, I did not call you. And frankly speaking, Eli did not call Samuel. So Samuel went back to where he was. And he heard that voice again. Samuel, Samuel. And Samuel went back to the high priest again, Eli. Lord, you called me. Samuel said no. But being a highly spiritual person, he understands that it's the spirit that is calling him. And now said Samuel answered, I said, if that spirit, if that voice called you again, respond. Speak. Your servant is listening. And that voice called him for the third time. And he responded. Speak, your servant is listening. And that is the reason why Samuel was giving message. That is the first thing. So what am I saying? If you are called, there is a way God Almighty will let you know that you are called. You can use through somebody. You can see now, you use Eli to tell Samuel what to do. And without responding that, Lord, I'm ready, go ahead and message me. He won't have received that message. That mentioned mentorship at work. Let me use another example you know. I normally like to use Bible example. You know why? Because I know that 80% of my audience have come across Bible. That's why I'm using it. So because I want to use what you know to explain what you don't know. But if you ask me which book I recommend for you, I will recommend Holy Incoming. Yes, Holy Incoming. And don't forget, there are so many spiritual books on earth written by various religious bodies. But I recommend Incoming. Yes. Great Incoming, Holy Incoming is a book written by founding fathers of African traditional religion, otherwise known as Godian religion. Yes. So, what am I saying? What I'm saying is this. There was a man called Jonah. God Almighty sent Jonah as a called one. And Jonah refuses to go because of some excuses, sentiment. He decided not to go to the town of Nineveh to give them the message of God, to repent. At the stage, he ran away, thinking that he can run away from the God's sight. He entered a ship, wanted to travel far and near. So, as he was inside that boat, what happened? There is this kind of turbulence. The water spirit began to revolt. Who told you there is no power in the waters? Yes, to show you that you cannot run away, far away from God Almighty calling you. You know why? All the elements of nature are controlled and manned by God's elements, those elemental beings. Their work is to make sure that the will of all God Almighty rules the world. So what happened is that inside that boat, the water element began to protest that, look, Jonah, you cannot run away. So at the stage, the turbulence becomes so unbearable. And people inside that boat began to talk to God. And they resolved that something is wrong somewhere. That somebody in this boat must have offended God. If not, there is no way they will be suffering in the way they are suffering. And if they did not act fast, all of them may have perished in that particular incident. You know what they did? They have friends. Like they did consultation. On doing that consultation, the consultation found out that Jonah, yes, Jonah was responsible for all the challenges and turbulence they are experiencing in that particular water that time. That it must have attracted anger of God and anger of the elements, elemental beings. So they understand how things work, that elemental beings are at work then. They now decided on their own that they don't have any option than to throw Jonah back to the river so that the elemental being will do as they want with him. Yes, immediately they throw Jonah out of that ship. Everything calm, they restore calm. Now, an element is already there, waiting for Jonah to be thrown inside the water in the form of a shark. We are told that shark swallowed Jonah and took him to the river bank of Nineveh. And once he reached the river bank of Nineveh, he vomited Jonah. And Jonah, insisting that he don't want to do the work, he went under a tree to have some shelter. And the elements allowed that tree to dry up so that he will feel the heat of the sun. At that point, immediately he saw that miracle. It now so obvious to him that the entire earthly element, the earths, are very angry at him. First, it was the mermaids, the water sprite, that got angry with him. They jetted that boat to the extent that they become fearful. Now, when he now reached the riverbank of Nineveh, he was trying to look for shelter. Only three he saw in that particular place that was giving him shelter. The herbs, the earthly element that is in charge of growing trees and plants, they left there. That's what really caused that tree to dry up. Now, Jonah understands that he cannot run anywhere again. And Jonah gave up. Immediately, Jonah gave up now and started to prosper and to announce that the wrath of God Almighty is there. So, for that reason, he brought sanity, and in other words, he went for the message he was sent to do. Now, let me give you an example. If you are called one and you refuse to do your work, you will receive bulala, what I call bulala, piawazu. You will receive serious punishment. You know why? There's people out there that are expecting you to use that you are calling to speak positivity into their lives, to set them free. Let me give you an example. If you see two people that are having the same spiritual challenge, and two of you visited a spiritualist that prayed for two of you, one person got his healing almost immediately. Yes, but the other person did not get his healing. That does not mean that the spiritualist does not have any power again. What it simply means is that at that particular person, for that particular person, he is not the right person to speak positivity into the person's life. That there is another person that's meant to save him. So stop talking ill when God did not answer your prayers immediately the way you wanted. God might having a plan to use another person to speak positivity into your life. You are not forsaken by God. It's not that God have abandoned you. No. But there is this messenger that's supposed to speak positivity into your lives who will be ready so that there will be restored of whatever you have lost in the past. So what you will do, never give up. Never say, God, why is it that it's only me? No. Keep looking, keep searching for solution. You know why? As long as you are still having these challenges, never you give up. Example, if somebody is sick, and you are sick, and you go to this hospital, your problem was never solved. You went to another person, it was never solved. Will you keep quiet? No. As long as you're alive, you keep on searching. Yes, because he who keeps searching will always find. Because on earth, we are given mandates to go ahead of whatever we want. Matthew 7:7 says, ask, it shall be given unto you. Knock, the door will be opened for you. Pray, seek, found. So you will make the move yourself. So if you have not gotten what you want, don't become dormant. Keep on working hard. It will make you to remain active in creation. And believe in me, it will show the entities of powers that you still believe in the power of the Most High. Don't give up and decide to take your life. There is some sign you'll be seeing in your life, you know you're a called one. If you're a type that normally see yourself, you're doing what is expected of you, and after doing what is expected of you, you still find out that you have done the needful, yet things are not moving as supposed to move. Or maybe you're a type that normally see yourself in the dream, or a type that normally hear voice, or you normally see some beings visiting you, whether you are awake or you are asleep, or you normally hear voice, or you normally see vision. And sometimes before some certain things will happen in your family, you have the idea, maybe through vision. And sometimes if you dream that something will happen, that thing will happen. It's a sign that you have called. If you're a type that if you have dreams, that dream normally come to pass, is a sign that you have called. If you're a type that once you buy something from somebody, the person will experience boom in his business, is a sign that you're a called one. You are not the one doing it, but your spiritual forces that follows you ensure that he blesses whoever that you blessed. Yes. So, and again, if you are noticing this one, it means that you're a called one. If you're a type that experiences whenever anybody hurts you so much, the person lives to suffer for what he did, it's a sign that you're a called one. If your dreams normally come to pass, it's a sign that you're a called one. If you normally hear voice, yes, and they come to pass, it's a sign that you're a called one. If you normally have sign that whenever you are angry with somebody offended you, are angry with that person, the person suffer, is a sign that you're a called one. If you normally have a sign where you normally see yourself in a certain position, where you are being given a staff of office, is a sign that you're a called one. If you're a type that normally see yourself where you are holding a native staff like cord of four, or you are holding a cooler, blessing people, speaking positivity into people's life is a sign that you're called one. If you normally see yourself where crowd normally visit you, and when you now say you are now find yourself where you are praying, blessing people, is a sign that you are called one. If you normally see yourself where whoever that offend you suffer, is a sign you are called one. If you normally see yourself whenever you pray for somebody, it's come to pass, the person receive blessings or even instant healing, is a sign that you are called one. If you're a type that normally experience some certain hardship that's not meant for you, yes, it's a sign that you are called one. But this time around, you are at the wrong hand. Maybe yes, maybe you refuses to answer your call. Then, if you refuse to answer your call, you can be getting some challenges like mpiawazu in various forms. Yes, you know why? There is somebody somewhere that you're supposed to speak positivity to the person's life, for the person's life to turn around for good. And for the fact that you refuses to go to you all go to where you're supposed to be in order to welcome the person, to solve the person's problem, the person will keep on crying, God, why me? I have gone everywhere. Both native and the church people have gone everywhere. I'm tired. The person will keep on crying even in the midnight. God, why do you forsaken me? Why have you forsaken me? The person is crying. Even start mentioning his friend's name. I went with Chidera. Chidera is blessed now. Look at me. I remember it. He went with the Chidemma, the same place. Chidemma got her healing. What of me? He will start naming people that too, they started together. Those people have received their miracles in the man's house. She will be crying. That crying, she's crying, will be a weapon. Why? The entities of powers will be coming to you to torment you. You know why? To go to your office, so that you will be able to encounter such person, because you cannot counter this person while you are saying also doing your trading or buying and selling, and somebody out there is crying and the person is in pain for the simple reason that you refuses out of your own ignorance, or because of the nature mmadụ ga-ekwu ọ ga-asị na ị na-emezi dibịa, ọ ga-asị na ị na-arụzi ọrụ, therefore na ọ bụrụ ya kind of job, ọ bụrụ ya dream job. Now someone somewhere is crying, and it's something he would have solved by doing one or two. Then the entities of powers will come and flog you mercilessly. Yes, they can make life unbearable to you. You know why? They want to put you in a high job and for you to start asking questions. And for the reason that you don't want to go to your office in order to speak positivity to people's life and to make it their life a better thing. Now you want them to allow you to enjoy the goodies of life. Maybe things are working well for you. I can tell you, if what is giving you happiness is that your marriage, I can tell you they can crash that your marriage. Don't you know? If what is giving you happiness is that your business, they can crash that your business for you to look for solution. And while looking for solution, you will find out that why they crash your business is for you to go to where you're supposed to be in order to meet people you're supposed to meet. I'm a living witness. Yes. For like me, I started making money when I was in early 20s. In fact, the Nigerian Limited, the first Nigerian Limited company, I registered Paul Anthony Integrated Limited. I registered it when I was in my early 20s. Yes, when I was in my early 20s. I think in 2002. Yes. So my company I became the first young guy to have a water drilling equipment, drilling rig, not so drilling rig, that motor where they drill water. Yes. It's registered for Lanto Integrated Limited. It's my younger brother that is managing it now. But what I can tell you is this. I started making money on time. I traveled the first international flight when I was, I think, before 28 years. That is my first international flight. Now, what I can tell you is that I started making money on time. Even when I started importing goods outside the country. Yes. I became the executive director of Noble Success Computers Abuja. In fact, till date, if you go to Abuja and they want to go to where they're selling American used laptop or computer peripheral called Noble Success Computers, many people still know me till date. So I was so very successful. I made money, yes, during the Jonathan and Goodluck Jonathan era. I made money, build houses in Abuja. With money I made from that business. But when my calling became something else, I have no other option than to come and answer the call. So what they will do is that they can bring problem from anywhere. Yes, they can bring problem for your wife. It happened to me. They can bring problem for your wife. They can bring problem from your husband. Whatever that is giving you happiness, they will take it away from you. Because that's what they want to spoil that your happiness for you to start asking questions. Like somebody like me, I was born and raised up in a Catholic family. If not that challenges of life had made me to start asking questions, reading spiritual books, I will not understand what I understand today. Yes. So challenges will start coming. They will start giving you, as in taking, what they are doing is you're take away your happiness. Yes, because you cannot be enjoying shawarma while someone that you're supposed to speak positivity into his or her life is there crying. It doesn't, forces of nature will not allow it. They will ensure that you experience at least 1/4 of what those people are experiencing. So whenever you are seeing those things, your husband will hate you for nothing. Your wife will hate you for nothing. Yes. If you ask your wife, why do you hate your husband suddenly? You say, believe in me, I don't really know this man. He asked the wife, did your husband beat you? He said, no. Is he abusing you? He said, no. But he will say, I don't really know why. Whenever I see my husband, I feel like strangling him if I can. I see him as a strange person. Yeah, some people do confide in me. I will say, woman, why are you treating your husband this way? You say, believe in me, I don't really know. I don't like him anymore. Yes. Because child always say, mama no will sleep. He too will not sleep. Yes. So whenever you are not being where you're supposed to be, you will do everything. You people will send for goose. They will be their goose. Their own goose will come. You will be your own. Story will enter. Either the goose is seized, or maybe the motor that is carrying the goose will catch fire on the road, or maybe accident will happen. All the goose destroyed. Have you asked yourself questions? Or maybe if there's fire on the line, your shop, that's your only shop, will be the one that will be affected. So some strange things will be happening to you in order for you to start asking questions and to make this life unbearable and uncomfortable for you to ask questions. Let me round up. What am I saying? What I'm saying now is that if you're a called one, believe in me, you will be experiencing so many things that will make you and force you, whether you like it or not, to go to your duty post. Going to your duty post is very, very important. I'm rounding up. So, but what I'm telling you is today is this. Make sure that you answer your call. Yes, because someone out there is waiting for you to speak positivity into his or her own life. If you have any question, send message. If you have any question in today's topic, send message to my WhatsApp number. This number is the hotline. You can call the number, you can send message to this number for any question or inquiries. 0813 82 43 871. I repeat, 0813 82 43 871. So what I'm saying now is, make sure, even if you are not ready to do the work now, there is a way you will talk to them, telling them that you want to start. Truly want to start. Maybe the environment is not conducive. Show them that you really want to do. First of all, do what we call a clap out to show I have accepted. Now tell them that why you want to start, that you have already accepted to do this work. Yes, but for the fact that your husband is not permitting you, they should touch his heart to let you be and let you answer your call. Or even your brothers, your senior brother, your parents are not allowing you. Pray, ask them that you have already accepted, because everything starts with you. That you have accepted. That the only problem you are having is for your family to give their consent. And believe in me, don't expect your family that Bunderi Christians to say immediately go and start. No. They will first of all test you whether you are sure of what you are doing. Whether you are sure. So by the time they are 100% sure that you have made up their mind and nothing on earth will stop you from, they will not have any other choice than to give you all the supports. In the name of the Most High, the Creator of the whole universe, I pray upon the children of the temple and the friends of the temple all over the globe. I pray for all my fans, lovers of our channel, friends and well-wishers. In the name of the Most High, the Creator of the whole universe, remain blessed. Let you be favored. Let them be favored. Let there be blessing. Let there be breakthrough. Let every yoke, demonic yoke, be destroyed. In the name of the Most High, I pray for success, open doors, breakthrough, liberation. In the name of the Most High, Creator of the whole universe. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Yes, my WhatsApp group fans, call me on my WhatsApp. You know already my WhatsApp number 0805 78 37 672. I love you all. Thank you.